Yes, I greet you all, our dear candidates. I know you're spending your time academically, and here I welcome you to lesson 13. But before that, let me take you through the corrections to the number my friend Mr. Baguma took you through. It was lesson 12, and here comes the corrections. The instruction says, change the following sentences to if to. And you had this question saying, if the barber goes home early, he will attend to the visitor. I hope your answer read as, if the barber went home early, he would attend to the visitor. Realize if one appearing in past tense and the main clause in future past. You can see, if the barber went home early, he would attend to the visitor. Question 2 read, Tom will teach us about electronic media if he comes. You can mark yourself. The answer is, Tom would teach us about electronic media if he came. Tom would teach us. Mark the word would teach. And if he came, in past tense. Number 3 says, I shall receive clear television signals if I buy a new aerial. I shall receive. Our answer reads as, I would receive clear television signals if I bought a new aerial. Let's take a look at the helping verb shall, which has been changed to would. I shall receive. We say, I would receive. Number 2, Tom will teach, of which our answer will, Tom would teach. And the rest continues. If the barber goes, changes to if the barber went home. And like that. I believe it was a wonderful one. You had another instruction saying, join each pair of sentences below. Join each of the sentences below. Join each pair of sentences beginning if. And you had question 1 saying, I am not a donkey. I cannot carry that luggage. I am not a donkey. I cannot carry that luggage. And the answer is, if I were a donkey, I would carry that luggage. I remember he explained this to you, the usage of were, which is used for impossibilities. There is no way you can become a donkey. So we shall say, if I were a donkey, I would carry that luggage. Number 2 says, Waira does not have a woofer. He cannot play this music. Mark the tense, does not have. Change it to if to. Beginning if, we shall say, if Waira had a woofer, he would play this music. If Waira had a woofer, he would play this music. Remember, we have the main usage of the word have as our main verb. Have has been changed to its past tense, that is had. We're saying, if Waira had a woofer, he would play this music. Question 3 says, you cannot entertain the guests. You are not a comedian. You cannot entertain. And our answer is, if you were a comedian, you would entertain the guests. If you were a comedian, you would entertain the guests. Those were the numbers you looked at with him. Those who got all correct, bravo to yourself. And those who messed up, do corrections. I take you through the next lesson, that is lesson 13. Reading the rejected or unfulfilled condition. This is simply if 3. Imagine something you rejected. Imagine a condition given to you that would lead you to another thing, but that condition is not done. It means the outcome will also not be seen. What lines of words do we see? This conditional has the past perfect in the if clause. That part Remember the if clause, the recorded speech has, the if sentences has two parts. The if clause and the main clause. And we're saying the if clause is put in the past perfect. Then the main clause is in the perfect condition. We shall see this through examples. This is used to indicate that the condition given was not fulfilled, was not done. And if the condition is not done, it means the outcome is also not seen, the result is not seen. Let's take a look at the order of this statement. We give our sentence beginning with if. We shall have if joined with the subject. If Tom becomes our subject. Then the verb comes in a past participle. If Tom, past participle. If Tom, then the past participle comes and the pronoun comes. This pronoun is related to the very person. Then what comes after that is the would have, which is a perfect tense, changed from the if to that you have just used up there. Then the participle verb comes. The main verb you will use must come from the participle column. Look at example 1. Look at example 1. We have this. We want to learn from the changes of if clause 1 to if 2, then to if 3. We want to identify those changes. How do we go about them? Since you have learned if 1, it says, if I get enough money, I'll buy a dictionary. Remember, you learned if 2. This is put in the past tense. If I got enough money, I would buy a dictionary. But now in if 3, we want to bring the perfect tense, the past perfect of the given verb got, of which we shall say, if I had got, mark the word had. That brings the past perfect of the main verb got. So we shall say, if I had got enough money, I would have bought a dictionary. If I had got enough money, I would have bought a dictionary. Remember, in if 1, we have the present tense get. If I get enough money, I will buy a dictionary. The verb get in our if 2 will change to got, and we shall say, if I got enough money, will, which is our future representative, will change to past, future past. We shall say, if I got enough money, I would buy a dictionary. Coming to if 3, we shall say, if I had got enough money, I would have bought a dictionary. Meaning our key word will be had plus the main verb in the perfect tense. Then the future past, the main clause will have would plus have and the main verb in the participle form. The next number says, if Judith joins university, she will study medicine. That is our if 1, by the way. If Judith joins university, she will study medicine. In our if 2, the verb must change to its past, joins. We shall say, if Judith joined university, she would study medicine. You realize we have changed the verb join to its past, joined. Then will, which is our future verb, future word. Future verb will change to would. Our answer is, if Judith joined university, she would study medicine. That is our if 2. Then it's now next. That is our center of emphasis. We want to see in if 3. We shall say, if Judith had joined university, she would have studied medicine. Now, out of these two numbers, we want to see the meaning. What message are we passing out to our consumers? Look at if 3. If Judith had joined. This means Judith did not join the university. That was the condition of studying medicine. Judith did not join university, and so she did not study medicine. That's why we call it a regret. Because if she had joined, she would have studied. Look at that sentence. The third sentence means that, of the first number, means that I did not get enough money. And so I did not buy a dictionary. I did not get enough money, and so I did not buy a dictionary. It was saying if I had got enough money, I would have bought a dictionary, meaning I did not get enough money. I am just regretting if I had got. That's why we call it a regret in the if 3. Even the next number says, if I had studied. It says, if I had joined university, if Judith had joined university, she would have studied medicine, meaning she didn't join university, and so she did not study medicine. Just a regret. So friends, we also have to look at this. We can also construct this sentence in another way. Remember, we're saying if Judith had. We want to construct without using if. And we can also reach the very answer. The same meaning, same different way of putting the answer. Look at the next sentence. You can read for yourself. Yes, if I had got money, if I had got enough money, I would have bought a dictionary. This is our if 3, yes. What confirms this to be if 3? The tense in our if clause had got. Then the future past would have in our main clause. This confirms the tense to be in our if 3. Then we have this. Remember, we're saying if I had got enough money. We want to write our sentence without using if. We shall just get the inversion of the first 2 words. This, in fact, we shall have had I got enough money, I would have bought a dictionary. Remember, number 1 says, if I had got. We just play with those words, just get the inversion of the helping verb and the subject. Had I got enough money, I would have bought a dictionary. Look at the next number. I would have bought a dictionary if I had got enough money. Here we have used, we have started with a regret. I would have got. We have started with a regret. I would have got if I had got enough money. Here we have used our if within the sentence. It's like they're saying, write using dash dash, or use if within the sentence. And so our answer would be, I would have bought a dictionary if I had got enough money. This very sentence can be written without using if. Can anyone try to give us the answer? Look at the first answer. Had I got enough money, I would have bought a dictionary. This time we want our had to be within the sentence. And so the answer will be, I would have bought a dictionary had I got enough money. That is how we write this sentence without using if. And by the way, we encourage you to keep replaying this. Where you haven't picked well, you revise, you go back and check on all those conditions. Want to see, you'll find instructions given like that. Join the following sentences using dash dash would have. This is clearly indicating the usage of an if clause 3. What shall we take as our number 1? Read for yourself. He did not revise hard. He did not perform well in the exams. Our answer is expected to be in if 3. After looking at the tense given, would have a perfect verb. We shall say the subject is he. We shall say if he had revised hard, a regret by the way, if he had revised hard, he would have performed well in the exams. But remember, the question is saying he did not revise hard. He did not perform well in the exams. If you're using if, we must bring it in a regret form. We point out that given the condition performed, then the outcome would be, of which the answer is, the outcome is not done. We shall say, if he had revised hard, he would have performed well in the exams. That has been that. Let's look at the next number. We're using rewriting without using if, like we have just seen above there. We shall say, had he revised hard, the inversion of if he had. We shall say, had he revised hard, he would have performed well in the exams. That still have the same meaning as the previous answer. If he had revised hard, he would have performed well in the exams. But now, when is this answer expected? We expect this depending on the instruction given. Like now we're saying, join the following sentences using dash 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 or ellipsis would have dash dash dash, like that. So we shall use that. We can write in any form, but if they say rewrite beginning if, or write in if 3 beginning if, we shall say if he had revised hard, he would have performed well. Then 2, you must pay keen attention when the instruction says write using would. Write using would. You must be very careful not to bring an if 3 in that sentence. It must be given to you in the perfect tense. Then that's when you go to if 3. Like now it's saying using would have. If it were given just right using would, we wouldn't go for if 3. We would just say if he revised hard, he would perform well. But here we are given our tense clearly in a participle tense, and so we shall say if he had revised hard, he would have performed well. Or had he revised hard, he would have performed well. Friends, allow me welcome to the next number, saying Benard did not dance wonderfully. Benard did not win any prize. Meaning the condition of winning a prize was to dance wonderfully, of which Benard did not. And he is regretting. Here we say, if Benard had danced wonderfully, he would have won some prize. Pay keen attention on the usage of any. When it is negative, we use any. And when you take it to a positive order, we shall change any to some. We shall say, if Benard had danced wonderfully, he would have won some prize. That is the answer. What if we want to use the inversion? Begin by saying had. We shall say, had Benard danced wonderfully, he would have won some prize. Had Benard danced wonderfully, he would have won some prize. Can any of you explain to us the meaning of such a sentence? If Benard had danced wonderfully, what does that phrase mean? Yes, I believe you're all at the point of saying Benard did not dance wonderfully. Look at the instruction given. That's the exact meaning we're passing out. Benard did not dance wonderfully, and so he did not win any prize. It's the same by saying if Benard had danced wonderfully, he would have won some prize. Though gives us clear regret. Friends, I believe you have picked some good numbers, but now let's look at this. Tendo did not have money. He did not buy CDs. Condition of buying CD was to have money, of which Tendo did not have. Like we said, our answer must be in perfect tense, past perfect. Look at our main verb in that sentence. Tendo did not have money. Our main verb is have. Like Dalanam was saying, Tendo did not go to school. Our main verb would be, there is go, of which the past of it would come to went, and its perfect is gone. For this case, we shall have Tendo did not have money. Our if clause will read as, if Tendo had money. Remember, the first had is our helping verb. Then the main verb is our perfect of the given verb, have. So we shall say, if Tendo had money, she would have bought CDs. Let's make this a little clear to you. Let's have a different verb for that. Tendo did not get money, of which I'll say if Tendo had got. But here our main verb is have, so we shall say if Tendo had had money, just like it would be if Tendo had got money, she would have bought CDs. So for this case, our answer clearly stands as if Tendo had had money, she would have bought CDs. I encourage you to always construct sentences of this kind and really follow the instructions as expected. Let's rewrite giving our answer by starting with had. We shall say, had Tendo had money, yes, had Tendo had money, she would have bought CDs. That is what we expect as our answer in that order. Friends, let's look at the very last number. You came late. The teacher punished you. You came late. The teacher punished you. Mark the tense. Came. Our answer will be, in case you are asked to write beginning, if. We shall say, if you had not come late, yes, if you had not come late, the teacher would not have punished you. What does this mean? This means that the person came late and this person was punished by the teacher. And we're just trying to give this condition. We're trying to recall the condition of not being punished. That is, coming early. So we shall say, if you had not come late, the teacher wouldn't have punished you. May I ask any of you to write this very sentence beginning had, like we have been saying, like we have been seeing in other sentences? Yes? Of course, our answer will be, had you not come late, the teacher wouldn't have punished you. Had you not come late, the teacher wouldn't have punished you. Therefore, upon this, I request you to make more practices on this. Always construct sentences of whatever is taught in this kind of lesson amidst your friends from child A to child B, and make it a practice. By the time you come back to school, we shall emphasize all this and we expect the best out of you. Therefore, expect you to enjoy your time. In your free time, follow the rules given by the President of Uganda to avoid the spread of corona. Above all, God is in protection. Stay well.